Hello, my name is Imee Cuison. I'm going to be doing some snacking and yakking with Big Ben Kennedy.
Welcome to Snackin Yakkin. This is Imee Cuison. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Cuison.
Yep.
Imee Cuison. She is a stand-up comedian and public speaker and actress and everything from here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. I had the joy of working with her at a Next Stop comedy show at Hobcall Brewing in Mount Pleasant, roughly about maybe 3 weeks ago. And then last week, got a chance to work with you again at a gig, a private little, it was kind of public, but private food and bev appreciation place on Edisto. And just knew I had to have you on this show.
Oh, yay.
I said, would you like to do my show? And you were like, what? And I was like, please. Like, I love your story. When we posed for our little prom picture together at Hobcall, I don't know what that thing was. They had the
loved it. I loved it.
They had the tasseled wall. It looked like prom. And she goes, can you take a picture with me? And then she said, like, right in front of this. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. But yes, you are, I had not met you. I had not seen you at any of the open mics or anything. I had seen you on some flyers for shows and different things like that. So I was like, oh, she must be new to this. But then I worked with you and your stage presence, you're so comfortable up there. But then I heard you have a very big public speaking background. Now, what do you do in public speaking? What is your...
So, first of all, I just want to say that when you asked me to be on your podcast, I was really like freaking out inside.
Really?
Yes, because it's been my dream to be on a podcast.
Acting, public speaking, you pull it. You're cool as a cucumber, man. I did not feel like you were...
Is he really like? And then I was like, oh, maybe he was just being nice. Like, I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and here I am. It's happening.
And rather quickly too, I was like, what are you doing in 2 weeks? And you were like, oh, I've got something, I'm doing that. I'm like, well, then what are you doing next week? And you were like, what? You thought maybe I'd push it out. No, I bumped it up. I bumped it sooner.
How about in 2027? Like,
nope.
Here I am. So this is awesome.
Well, thank you for saying yes. And really, I mean, yeah, we look big on the internets, but really, as you can see, we're just a little studio here in an office space in West Ashley, just kind of, doing our thing. And I think that, your story, I want to get into as much as you feel comfortable telling, but I felt like passion is my thing, and people who are excited and who want to do this and care about what they do, like they're passionate about what they do. And when I love to ask people, where do you see yourself in 5 years, which that'll come out organically, and I'll ask you later probably. But when I ask the people that, they tell me something, because I don't want to do an episode with you and then you quit tomorrow. So it's like, well, then what do we have, But no, I want to be able in the future, people who find you for what you're doing can come back and find this, or this can lead to another thing. I don't know how it's going to play out for any of us. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be discovered, if you'll be discovered. I don't know. But I just know I have a great platform here to showcase passionate people who are doing things that I respect, and you fit the bill 100%. So I had to ask you on.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when was your first comedy gig? Like, I know I just seen you very recently, so it was very recent, right?
Yes. So I started last summer. So not this, like the summer before.
Okay.
2024.
Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of was a fluke because I started a public speak. I'm an engineer.
Okay.
And I've been trying so hard to get a promotion. And I kept getting feedback that I just don't have executive presence. Like, you're just not leadership material, don't know what to tell you. And so then I said, okay, how can I develop this executive presence that people can't really explain to me anyway?
Right.
I said, I'm going to be a public speaker. So I started a public speaking business, started doing that. And then I asked people for feedback to put on my website. And people said, oh, it was hilarious. And I was like,
right,
what?
Engaging. Yeah. You tell a funny story, and even in your stand up, but I'm saying, like, so they basically, you thought for a second, it's like, so are you clowning me? Are you joking about me? You don't know.
Is that good?
How is it hilarious?
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Okay.
And then it just happened. Things were just, I really believe this. It's going to get a little woo woo. Like,
please,
when you're doing things that you're supposed to be doing, the universe, all these things start happening at the same time.
I don't think that is outrageous to think. I like to think that too. I put a lot of things out to the universe quite a bit. I say, please. I just spoke to the universe the other night because I'm possibly have some representation coming my way for my comedy side of things, and there was a moment where I actually was like, I kind of did one of those little curses you do where it's like, make everybody else have a bad night and such. And then I said, you know what? That's not fair. I was like, make them have a great night and let him see that I'm still more worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it turned out exactly as I thought it would.
Great.
So I put it out to the universe that I don't need to doom others. I need to be me. And I learned that lesson just Thursday night, Friday night, something like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I learned that lesson where I was just like, I wanted to totally crap on somebody else's success to make me look shiny and better, but I was like, no, let them do their best because I think my best is still better.
You're still going to be great.
And it was.
Yay.
So,
that's awesome.
What are you going to do? Anyway, I'll explain more. I'll stop speaking in code speak when we when we stop this taping. I don't want to draw the So real quick, I wanted to tell you this too before we get to the quick about the. I want to get right back to what you're saying, but I wanted to make sure this shirt.
Yes.
Miyagi-Do Karate. Big fan of Karate Kid. If you don't know, Mr. Miyagi, he was from Okinawa, Japan. And I thrill to find the person who is going to look at our social media clips and go, what is he doing? Why would he wear that shirt with a Japanese guest? Because one of the things that you tell in your stand-up that I adore is the fact that nobody really knows what kind of Asian you are. Now, I did.
You did?
I did.
Oh, because you work in the medical field.
Well, in the medical field. Right, that's another part of your joke. So obviously you've never had a nurse. That is hilarious. But no, I recognized because I grew up, I took Apollo's East Coast Taekwondo, and my instructors were Apollo and Bobby Ladra, and they were Filipino, and they taught our niece Filipino stick fighting. So I know, I like his whole crew, and people would come in and out of town, like who were in the martial arts world, and I got to know the difference between Philippine. You know, I could tell difference in the eyes mainly.
Yeah.
You know, and so I immediately looked at you. I was like, okay, I know she's Filipino, and she's okay. Is it Filipina or Filipino?
Well, a lot of people are, particular. No. Yeah.
But do you do the and o as much like Latin would do?
I don't, which is
so just Filipino is Filipino.
No one cancel me, but I say Filipino.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I only ever knew two guys, from the Philippines. It was Filipino.
Yeah.
So I say that instinctually the first way I learned it, the way I always say it, but I'm always afraid I'm going to offend a female.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I'm saying, like you don't want to, you don't want to get into that with, like I said, Latin American or anything that is like Latin based. You don't want to use the feminine or the masculine in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But if you're okay with it, we're okay with it.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
But yes, they think you're Chinese. They think you're this, they think you're that.
Yes.
Now, as an actress.
Oh, it's really working in my favor.
Yes. Please do that. Oh my God. Run with that ball as hard and as fast as you can. I heard you booked a gig recently.
I did. Yes. It films in November.
So cool.
But my previous movie that I did in August was a Viet Cong soldier.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is so wild.
Yeah. And, I'm not Vietnamese. And,
right.
But it was real. I mean, I got to hold a AK-47 that was cool. Like, they take the, I don't know.
The firing mechanism is taken out of it.
But it was like so cool.
So you can rack it, you can do everything, but it doesn't have a pin, it doesn't have any ability to strike a bullet. Right.
But that was just like so cool. So yeah, I think it's like working in my favor. My daughter as well, because she's
doing the acting too.
Yeah.
Now she's a mix. I love this that you explained in your act. She is a mix of Filipino and
Irish.
Now that's funny because I am Irish. And it was all I could do. I told you not to hop up.
You should have.
I know I should have. When she opened for me, I mean, not that I was like, I wasn't the headliner on the poster, but it was clear that I was going to be the closing act.
Yeah.
She got up there and said that an Irishman, who was coming into trust fund had sadly, now this is in the act, that's why I'm laughing because of the Irish connection, but it is very sad that he did not want to be a part of your daughter's life.
Yeah.
With all due respect to anybody Irish, fuck you, dude. That is bullshit. Anyway, so as a guy who understands, like, being a dad is like, shit, 95% of my identity. I stepped away from
I
comedy
know.
for 15 years to
Yeah.
be a dad, like, and I don't know, I mean, I can't speak for every Irish, but I know family is huge
Yeah.
for Irish people. I mean, that's why they have 100 of people.
Well,
They have
he's-
8 kids and 10 kids.
Well,
And
her dad is actually half Filipino, half Irish.
okay.
So she's only 25% and he's only half. So maybe
Okay,
maybe that's why he was like, bye.
That's just terrible. But when you said that, it was all I could do not to get up on stage and go, look, I didn't mean to do it, and I'm not even that. I know you hear Kennedy. I'm not as rich as she says I am, like I just wanted to be a fucking shit. But no, I think your story's great. And the engineer thing. Okay. So that's the part that I really, really want to hear about, the inspirational part of, so you're an engineer now, but
Yeah.
you weren't.
I was not. I was a nurse.
Okay.
For 10 years, it wasn't for me.
Yes.
It was not
medical
for
field
me.
is incredibly hard. I don't say I dislike it, but if this took off tomorrow, I would not shed a tear for my old career.
It's so in the ICU,
Yeah.
it's so incredibly stressful. And so I drank a lot
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to try to, I didn't know I had a problem because everyone else drank every day.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, this is just how we get by.
That used to be a thing in EMS. They used to talk about an end of shift beer. So-and-so is going to build a third shift bar, which was like open at like 7:00 in the morning, and
Yeah.
and it was like all these dreams. And I'm like, everything is revolving around alcohol, for
yeah.
God's sake. And I never really did that. I did used to have like a Guinness after shift and stuff like that when I worked day shift. I would come home at night and have one. But then it just got to be like, am I going to do this every night? Even though it was like one or
Oh,
two.
That's great though. That
But
you're
I recognized it
Oh,
and
yeah.
turned it around. Yeah.
I
but-
mean, I did that for 10 years and then I just was like, I am so miserable.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think that I was very smart. But there was a code boot camp in town in Mount Pleasant,
I remember reading about that.
the Iron Yard.
Yep.
And I applied to it and I got in and then I said, I'm just gonna try this. And I was working in the ICU on the weekends, which was motivation.
Oh, yeah.
Because I need to learn this. I need to figure this out because I
Yeah.
want to get out of this. So yeah, and then that's where I met my daughter's father.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you met on the Filipino connection, or was it just that was later discovered, or did you just know
Well,
that
what's
you had
really funny is that
someday we'll find it, the Filipino connection? It just
he-
sounded a little the nurses,
I
the
didn't even-
dreamers, and me.
he's mixed, right?
Right.
But he's very light skinned.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even. I thought he was Japanese, and here I,
Oh, here you are. You have the bits.
he's like, no, I'm Filipino. I was like,
You have the bits about mislabeling,
Wait,
what kind of
what?
Asian people mislabeling you're Asian.
yeah,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
That is so good.
And then now I have my daughter. You've seen her.
oh,
It's
yeah,
very people like what's going on? Is she Korean? Like, well,
Yeah.
how would like,
But she's an actress too,
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
going to work for her as well.
Yeah.
Tremendously. She's so adorable. Just to let you know, I'm going to do my very best with the noise gate situation, which means noise gate is like a physical gate. So when we speak, it opens up, and when we stop speaking, the mic turns off. And it's a
Okay.
very complicated, no, it's actually quite just a plug and play process. But in that other room over here is 2 9-year-old girls who already have probably popped in on the mic once or twice already. And I'm going to do my best. Every now and again, a car goes by. I can't get it out or something, or I leave it in if we make a joke about it. So but these girls, I'm pretty sure at some point or another, they're going to come, either come over on the mic or they're going to come through the wall. I don't know which is going to happen first, but we'll find
They're
out.
having fun. I
They
love
are having
it.
fun. And immediately,
Immediately, they
Mm.
saw each other.
are
In
you my friend? Like, you're my friend now? Like us stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends? Yep. They did immediately hit it off, didn't they? So anyway, so you met your daughter's father, and then how long, say, like, so you wanted to get out of it, you got pregnant. Was that a even bigger motivation? What, like, when did
Oh,
how did it all fit in the timeline of coding to, wanting to get out of there or getting out of there, and how old was she?
oh, oh, that I left nursing?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
everything happened in 1 year because I got pregnant pretty like I started the code boot camp. That was 3 months. I got
Okay.
pregnant maybe a month after. Um, and then I got my first job maybe right like around that time in engineering.
And you were still just pregnant.
Just pregnant.
So, like, you're really, I mean, not to say nursing is not is a decently paid profession, but as a single parent,
Oh yeah.
it's not,
Oh no.
it's not that great.
No.
And personally, it's good if you're a part of a married couple. One of you is a nurse, and the other one's just.
Yeah.
It's a good income to have for a two income family.
Yes.
Like me as a paramedic, being a single dad raising even one or two kids, it wouldn't work.
It would be really, yeah.
But with having a wife, it is a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
second income.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So you went from that to that. Now, starting in the engineering thing, was it a lateral move, or did you have to take a pay cut, but you knew what your future was?
It was I had a pay bump,
Oh, nice.
but I
That's good.
didn't have benefits because it was a startup.
Got you.
And drinking a lot for 10 years.
Right.
Did not have a lot of money put away. I did
Yeah.
not have,
Right.
I didn't have, I
Yeah.
was, I mean, it was a struggle. And he came from a lot of money, trust fund, like millions of dollars.
Right.
And he just took off. So I really had to I got to figure this out. I just, got to do this. And then it really got serious because she got a diagnosis when I was pregnant that she had a heart defect.
Okay.
And so there was some like she might not be able to survive. And so I went through this really dark
Now, did they
period.
wait till she was born to do any surgery?
Yes,
They didn't have to go
yes.
in utero or anything? Because
Yeah.
they've done it. I've heard
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, she had her surgery like when she was a week old.
Okay.
It did not go well.
Oof.
And they were trying to, hospice came. They were trying to.
Oh my gosh.
you
Yes,
know,
that's terrible.
Yeah. But I mean, you saw her. She's great. She had a stroke. Like it was just, and after all of that, and then she was so sick for so many years. Yeah, she's like why I do
Oh, yeah.
everything that I do.
Oh my God, she's inspiring me. And I don't barely know the girl. I just met her today. That's
Yeah.
inspiring as get out. Like I mean, okay, so wow. Like, so you have all that medical stuff come up as you're trying to start into a new field. Like, I can't even like I try to imagine, and it's like, because I'm an empathetic soul. That's also what makes me a good patient caregiver or whatever. I empathize. And I'm trying to empathize with the situation, and it's causing me like anxiety. So I know you were,
Yeah.
holy crap, And like you said, you didn't save for a rainy day. You didn't think this kind
No,
of
I
rainy
didn't
day
have
would happen.
anything. I was just
Right.
like I said, yeah, and
And
yeah,
for them to
food
come to you,
stamps.
that's terrible for them to come to you.
Yeah.
But medically, they are
Yeah, they
responsible
were
for
trying
doing
to.
so, and
Yeah,
they were trying to prepare you. But still,
it was
yeah,
tough. It was, and I did that um by myself. And her father, right? People are like, "Oh, F that guy." It
I
was
already
a re-
did.
it
I
was
already said that. I hope you
it
heard
was
it.
it was but you know what though? I thank goodness because if I had this dead weight hanging around while she's so sick and he's a drug addict and an alcoholic, like,
Right,
oh my
and just
gosh, it would have
just
been
in and out of, you got to
yeah,
keep stopping and starting with that
yeah,
bullshit, which is purely a distraction.
yeah.
Right.
So it was just, I mean, he greatest gift. I never really talked bad about him. He gave me the love of my life, my daughter, and then he left.
Yeah. Right, right. If he's not going to step up, and he's never going to step up, then step aside. It's the idiom that everybody uses. Step up or step aside. And he did what was necessary. Step aside. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because then food stamps.
I had to figure it out, dude. I had to figure it
You
out. It's
did.
made me like a serious hustler. And I mean, like, I will do anything. I will do anything. I say that all the time, like, by any means necessary, we're going to make this happen. And I say that as well for, like, my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, she's an actress. I became an actress because she was one.
Yeah.
Because they sometimes have me also
read along
cast.
for her.
Yeah.
Right. So
Like
you're helping her with her video auditions,
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then, of course, they're looking at you like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's going to need a mom character or,
Yes.
like we need.
Yeah.
Right. So why not?
Yeah. So last year we were in a movie together. They cast me as a mom, her mom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so it's happened like a couple of times. And then recently we were up for this commercial. I was like, I think we're going to get it. And then we ended up not getting it. And then I started having a serious, like, okay, I think I'm the reason why we didn't get it.
What?
Right. Just because, like, if we're, like I said, if we're going to do this, if I'm going to do this for her and I'm going to go for these things with her, then I need to be also serious about learning how to act.
Right.
And they're like, she was great, but her mom, oh my God. Like,
see, but right now, that's two things that you've said that you recognize when, well, if I'm not executive material, then I need to, and if I'm costing this girl work, or if I'm not, I need to. You are 100% like well, then I will just get, we need more experience. Well, then I guess I'll go get some experience. Like, you don't take no. And just like, that's it. Like, no. And it's like, all right, then fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm victim of that. When somebody tells me no, I go, okay, then.
You don't seem like that.
I do. And then after I lick my wounds and sulk and be a insolent little shit, I usually stand back up and fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't pivot quickly. And it's taken sometimes years to like realize that, man, I really shouldn't have let that one take the wind out of my sails as hard as it's just the way that I can be. But then this go round, you've caught me on what is the neatest midlife crisis, I think. I don't know what's going on. I mean, to be a midlife crisis means I have to live to be 94, which is not going to happen. And I get to work with you again.
Yes.
3 gigs in like...
Oh my gosh, yes.
What? 3 gigs in under 3 months.
Yeah.
Like 3 gigs in 2 months. And it's right after this episode. Your episode, this right here, is going to be released on November 17th, and our show is on the 22nd.
Oh my gosh,
so please, if you will go to the wide shot, if you are looking at us right now, this beautiful woman and this stud muffin of a bastard, and you want to go ahead and see some really great comedy, we're going to be at the Pub on 61, and that's a Thanksgiving weekend. Like, it's the Saturday before Thanksgiving is the following Thursday, but they're going to have Thanksgiving themed drinks.
I have a Thanksgiving joke that you've heard.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's not ruin it here. You're going to hear her Thanksgiving joke. But yes, it's going to be, there's $10 to get in. Weather permitting, I think it's going to be out on the patio.
Ooh.
But if it's bad weather or it's not, it'll be moved inside. So either way, the show is going, rain or shine.
Nice.
And I have performed karaoke there, never performed comedy there. But I do know the layout, I do know the people, and it is actually pretty much my neighborhood bar. I live really, really, really close to it. So I've been there even we went there for my wife's birthday one year.
Yay.
I took her out for her birthday and we just hung out and got completely crap-faced and caught an Uber home. It's that close. It cost us like $5 to Uber or something. But anyway, so please come on out, the Pub on 61, November 22nd. And yeah, would if you'd love to see us and see what it is we're talking about right here. Yeah. And I'll just mention again at the end. But anyway, please. So, but your act, you offer, and it's much like I do, but you do it better. I like a story. So mine is a story that has like, it's a flowing story of pieces, and yours is like perfection. Your story, the story just keeps evolving, and it goes and it goes and it goes. But it's laughter throughout. And a lot of guys offering, to date you. That guy was really into you there at Edisto. Holy crap. How often do you have to deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, kind of a lot because, my whole thing is I'm a single mom.
Yep.
And that immediately people are like,
yeah.
Okay. And then, I say, it's been 10 years. They're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no, seriously, I'm not trying to. And, people will be like, oh, that's going to change tonight. I'm like, I don't think it is.
Especially when you mentioned that you don't miss men at all because you have the power of Jesus or whatever. You have the one man in your life. And then, of course, these heathen bastards at these bars They're just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll change that.
her
Yeah,
religion,
like-
you know, like what a bunch of jerks. It is so good, though. It's so good because you handle it so well. I mean, you're not even shook in the least. You're just like, oh, really? You're like, okay, good luck to you, pal. I mean, that guy, man, he was in the front, man. He would have bought you a car. He was just so into you. But yeah, and then, gosh, after the show was over, he come up to me. He's like, I like her, man. She's funny. I'm like, she's great, isn't she? And then he proceeded to just talk to me. He didn't even like go up to you. I don't even think he talked to you once the show was over. He kept interrupting you or mentioning you like in the break or whatever. But like he come up to me and just started talking to me, and I was just like, I thought I was gonna have to protect you. And then I was like, maybe he wants to go home with me. I can't figure this guy out. He really is hanging on. Like I'm trying to talk to other people, and he's like got his hand on my shoulder and stuff. I'm like, that's so hilarious.
Oh my god.
He was really happy. He's a happy guy.
Yeah.
Everybody knew him. I think he's like the class clown of Edisto or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And so basically he really took a liking to us. He really did.
Yeah, he was fun. He wasn't as like there's some as you can imagine
Sure.
in these situations.
Yeah. I really do. I really have enjoyed our green room. How cool was that?
That was cool.
We got to the show at Edisto, and they said, comics, you guys can wait here until the show starts. And they took us out to a dock.
Yes.
A screened in, like, beautiful dock that, like, had snacks and sandwiches and chips and drinks.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even really, like, hungry, but I feel like I should do this because of how this will never happen again.
Yeah.
But speaking of snacks.
Oh, yay.
Perfect segue.
Yes.
You came up with the idea of shrimp chips. I have never had shrimp.
What?
See, look, here's what just happened. Did you hear what just happened? I said shrimp chips, right? Then you messed it up, and then you passed it on to me, and I messed it up. Shrimp chips. Yeah, shrimp chips. I said it right the whole day until I met you. No, I'm just joking. Made with wild-caught shrimp right here.
You have not had this ever.
Ever.
Oh, boy.
And I like how it's not necessarily chips. It looks like veggie straws.
Yeah.
So they're like straws, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But they're made with wild-caught shrimp. So it's kind of, it looks like it is like a veggie straw with shrimp. So do they do like, they like dried out shrimp or whatever?
You're right. It contains crustacean shellfish. Like obviously you're no. Okay.
I have
okay.
no allergies.
Okay, because
kidding me?
This podcast would really
as big as if I was able to get this big while avoiding ingredients, I'd be a modern miracle of science. Like this guy's allergic to things, and he still got up to 400 pounds. Like, come on now, Imee. Jesus. Because everybody who's always like, I have food allergies, they're some of the most sickly looking, emaciated, like sad people on earth.
Okay, so I'm curious how you're gonna like these.
I'll help you. You want it? Oh, you got it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I like that it is like a veggie straw, a pop, like not a pop chip because it's wheat, but it is a puff. It is a like cheese curl.
It's been so long since I've had
it has that. Now, in Ireland, we were eating Tatoes, which is their brand, like potato chips. Like we have Lay's, they have Tatoes. Taytos, Tatoes.
They just branded that?
That's the brand.
Oh, that's their brand. Okay.
And they have different flavors.
Oh.
So they have like salt and vinegar. They have bacon and cheddar. They have the plain, and then they also have prawn chips.
Is that what this tastes like?
Very similar. But
nice.
Actually, believe it or not, the flavor of those I remember being a little stronger.
Oh. So these are tame.
So I'm not saying you brought this weak ass shit, but you kind of brought this. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But I like it. I like it a lot. And
thank you. It's been so long.
Your drink you requested was
did.
sparkling water. Now, we've had sparkling water on here. You're familiar with comedian Liv Smith. Mm-hmm. She requested sparkling water. She did not give me a directive on what flavors or anything. So I got Saratoga Springs. And she was like, oh, that's fancy or whatever, you know. I said, okay. But then we were joking around about LaCroix, whatever they say it. being like, they say a whisper of flavor or something. They said LaCroix is like if you were drinking TV static and somebody was yelling a flavor of a fruit from the other room. But this is what cracked me up. I got orange, and it says sparkling water orange. And what does it say underneath of it? Naturally essenced. So they're admitting that they kind of just like waved an orange over the pot or something. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how they do it.
But I think it doesn't even taste like it, does it?
It kind of does taste like it.
Kind of does?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll try it.
Like, what is this?
Now, that's better than the last time I had it.
What flavor did you have?
Well, I used to have the orange or the lime or the pamplemousse, the grapefruit.
Yeah.
Like, I was drinking these for a time, and I think they've gotten enough flack and enough jokes made about them that they've kind of like changed the formula a little bit, because that is very close to almost a very light diet orange soda.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot better with the flavor because it was tough to find the flavor before. Yeah, it was. Have you been drinking them for a while?
Yeah.
Because we got them from Costco when they were new, so it might have been even 10 years ago, maybe, or 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And they were not this.
Yeah. Okay.
This I would sit here and drink. But normally I'd be like, no, thank you.
I'd rather drink water.
Yeah, I'll just drink water. Now, your daughter, she's hilarious. I say that to promote your social media here for a second. So your social media, Imee, is it underscore or is it just straight through Imee Cuison?
Oh, yeah, Imee Cuison.
Okay,
yeah.
Imee Cuison. And you chronicle your acting exploits, your public speaking exploits, everything that you do, you chronicle. And then you and your daughter also make these little skits, and you also have chronicled your weight loss, your running, your all these things you do. But it is you're bordering on influencer. Like, it's close because you're so inspirational and you've got it going in so many directions that it's like, what's going to blow up for you first? Like, honestly, it feels like it's such a good mixed bag of fuses. And it's like, which one is going to be the one that like, because you're not just like really putting all your eggs in this like acting basket. You're not putting all your eggs in like this professional woman basket. You're not putting all your eggs in like kid actor mom. Like, you're just not, it's just like you've got all these different things going on. And that one where it was like, I booked a movie. Well, what is it? Well, I can't say it. And it's like, and then it's like, but it films, next month, or no, it's filming soon. And it's like, when? I can't really tell you that. You were doing that whole thing back and forth. She's like, well, okay. Like, it's just so cute. I was watching your clips, and like I said, I got to see this little knucklehead. I can't wait to meet her because we jumped on this just to get it done, but I'll meet her after this. But you have a great social media presence. That is one thing that will elude me till the end of time. I think being so old, social media wasn't a thing till I was like way old. Like, God, Facebook and our MySpace came about when I was almost 30.
Yeah.
Facebook came about when I was in my 30s. Yeah. So I just don't have.
I know.
I don't have that mind. It wasn't a thing that I was doing. It wasn't a popular thing when I was in my 20s. So I didn't get in it,
Yeah.
So it's like, to do it almost would be like, well, why would I do that?
I know.
And it seems like there could be a great element. It could be a great element to this. If I made jokes, if I made skits.
Yeah, skits. I know.
But I can't.
I mean, it's such a pressure that, like, one of the criticisms I get, because I have hired people to look at my Instagram, because I just feel like, unfortunately, it's such a big part in anything. People look how many followers you have.
Yep.
Like, I've even like applied for professional things, like to be a speaker at a technical conference.
Okay.
And they're like, how many followers do you have? I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's like for everything. So I hired someone to look at my Instagram, and the criticism is that you need to pick one thing. Pick one thing. No one's going to follow you because you do too many things. And it's like so hard for me to pick one thing. And hence, I don't have a lot of followers.
But your brand is you.
Yeah,
And I
it's
like
like,
you.
isn't
I
that,
mean,
aren't I the one thing?
if
But
you don't, right, if they don't like you, then I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. So it's like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, we need you to be really strictly one part of you. Like, but
Yeah.
no, that's not what anybody is.
yeah, they're like,
and
you
don't you
need
really
to,
get like bored with that? Like when the mommy blog thing was a thing,
yeah,
and everybody was like, mommy, 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 mommy. I'm a mommy warrior. I'm a freaking,
yeah,
I'm a stroller assassin. Like, it was like, we get it. You guys are moms. And
yeah.
then it fell through. It like nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, well, plus, I don't know if I appeal to moms.
Right. So you have that as you have that as a piece of your thing.
I do, but most moms, at least the ones I meet in real life, are, yeah, they're not. I mean, I get it. I'm very, I'm not a typical mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a single mom, so that's like, I homeschool. Okay. I'm an engineer. What hobbies do you have? I do stand up. What else? I'm a power lifter. Like, moms are like, dude, I don't know if we can hang out.
Right. Okay. So what we need to do is I'm going to be your life coach in this regard. Okay. So obviously you need to drink wine because it's more acceptable to be an alcoholic if you're a wino. Okay. So you need to drink more wine. That's a mom thing.
Yes.
You also need to exploit your children, like whatever embarrassing thing, like cracking an egg on your kid's head or anything that makes your kid feel demeaned, get on that immediately. Like, fuck anybody who tells you you ain't doing that. I look at like so many parents and it's like faking like you ate your kid's Halloween candy and all that. And it's like, guys, like leave your kids alone. Like within reason. I mean, it's funny, but like they jump on every trend. And then that kid is going to be sitting in therapy going, my mom was so rude to me and this, and they're like, you should join this group. And everybody's going to have the same exact experience of where they were freaking tortured for social media presence. And they ain't famous.
Yeah.
They ain't anybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that. Like, you're a great mom,
Oh,
period,
thank you.
because you try. Like, that's the thing. You're trying. You push, you get her to the gigs, you get her to the audition. Like, what more are we supposed to be than the person our kids can count on? That's it. They really don't want a lot more from you. They want your money. They don't even understand what money is at that age.
Yeah.
You know, a candy bar could be $100 or 50 cents. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They want us to just be there for them.
Yeah.
That's it. When they skin their knee, they yell at either mommy or daddy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they want. Just need you.
Yeah.
So be there. Be there. Be what they need, what they can rely on. That's it. I don't think there's anything more to being a parent. Everything else is just like good if you can get it. Like mold them, shape them into like somebody, or push them in a direction. Don't let them go in this direction. That's all we can do. They're going to be their own person in the end anyway.
Yeah.
But a main thing that a kid will hurt them 10 times out of 10 is if they feel abandoned, if they feel alone, if they feel like they don't matter because you weren't there for them. And that's the number one key, I think, to being a good mom or a good dad. Be there for them. Rest of that, you can up a lot.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Drop your daughter on her head. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't drop her on her head. She fell, but I didn't catch her in time. So, but you can you can mess up a lot. But in the end, I think your kids, the broad strokes, the broad idea is that you were always there.
Yeah.
And why don't people get that? I mean, because
I don't know.
a millionaire has got the biggest daddy issues in the world because, they had all the money to do what they wanted, but they never saw their freaking parents.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Be there. And you're there. You're, like I said, you're doing for her. You're recording. I wasn't even going to think of inviting you to this without her.
Yeah.
That's what blew your mind. I was like, and you can bring your daughter. And you're like, I can? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I love
I
that.
was like, I have a kid too.
Yeah.
And she's a part of this. We have a little podcast in the Patreon.
Aw.
Did you know that? We have a Patreon-only podcast, The Wacky World of Daddy and B.
No way.
Mhm. And so that's the point. She wants to be a part of something.
Yeah.
So we're a part of something. I personally don't feel comfortable putting her out there with AI and everything like that. And that's not a slight on you. I don't do that. I don't do that fucking passive aggressive shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my personal thing.
Yeah.
And that's just me.
Yeah.
But I'm also a guy. And I know that guys are fucking pigs.
Yeah.
And I have a daughter, so I think it's a guy thing more than anything
Well,
else.
no, I've had parents criticize me because I let her be in movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, basically anything you do, though,
Oh, yes, everything you do.
someone's going to criticize it, but like this is her dream. I certainly would not be doing all this work if she did not want to do it because it is a lot of work, like, are you sure she wants to do this? I'm like, bro, like
Every 7-year-old in a movie is played by a 35-year-old on their knees. Like, give me a break. There's kid actors for a reason.
Yeah, they want,
If kids want to do it.
They want to do it.
Well, okay. In our time, there was a lot of kid actors who didn't want to do it. But I'm hoping more and more kids want to be actors. Heard a great story that Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise in It, told a really great story where he was doing Pennywise and he was grabbing the kid and he was going like he was going to eat his arm and all that stuff. And the kid's screaming and they're all terrified and he's petrified and tears welling up in his eyes. And then they go, and cut. And he goes, "Are you okay?" to the kid. And the kid goes, "You know what? I like what you're doing in this scene. Like, I feel like it's building suspense. Like, it feels like you're kind of like enhancing the fear." He's like, "Keep doing that." And he goes, and that's when I realized this is a professional. This is a professional actor. This is not a child. Like, kid actors are not regular kids.
I love that. I feel that way too.
She's not a regular, like, she's different, out there, extroverted, just more imaginative. Like, kid actors are just not like you pluck the kid off a playground and go, "Hey, stop playing with those bugs and be this."
Can you do these lines real quick?
No, these kids are like, they're just different. They want to be more. They want to do something. They want to pretend to be someone else. They just took that thing, just took it a little further.
Yeah.
And he thought he was traumatizing children when he was playing Pennywise. And all of those kids were like, "This is going to be great."
That's
they were totally
amazing.
professional
How
actors.
fun.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the first thing any of them had done.
Yeah.
They were all professional actors from a certain age.
Yeah. That's great. I mean, she really wants to do it. She's very good at it. She can cry on command.
Oh, that's something I am so envious of. I wanted to do that in a school play, and I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't. I could now.
Oh, yeah.
I've had a lot more life experience.
You had a lot to go. We all have. Yeah, we can. If I think of my daughter, instantly. Like, I had to cry for that as a Viet Cong soldier. It was nuts.
Oh, my gosh.
It was crazy. They were like, "You need to cry in the scene." And so I would just think of my daughter.
If I'd have gotten that play 2 years later. I fell shy just 2 years of one of the worst tragic PTSD-driven events of my life.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Will you tell me later?
I can tell you now. I've talked about it on the show in passing, but
oh my gosh,
my father murdered my 7-year-old half-brother and then himself in November of 1995, and so I was in that play the spring of '95, and then like that happened midway through my senior year of high school, and it felt like if it would have happened midway through my junior year of high school, I would have brought that audience to their knees. But I was supposed to be.
No wonder you're hilarious.
I was supposed to be speaking at a funeral. I was supposed to be speaking at a funeral in that thing. And all I did is I hung my head down and I just acted sad. And I heard a couple of sniffles in the crowd. So I was like, I got a couple of people. But everybody's like, "You got to whip up them tears, man. You got to, come on, emotional response." And I just couldn't do it. I was just a happy, silly,
really?
kind of person. And then that happened. And then it was like, yeah, I can just, it's almost like for many years, not now, but for many years, if I stopped doing this, the second I did this, my eyes would just drain. I was just so destroyed and just broken for like years.
Well, when did you start doing comedy after that happened?
95, so 2000, a little under 5 years later. Actually, August 17th would have been my brother's 12th birthday. I started it on. He was 7, so it would have been 12 years old. I figured I had an angel on my shoulder, and I took my ass to the Thursday night open mic nights at Winchester's Comedy Club in Baltimore, Maryland on Water Street, and I found the thing that finally made me stop being so sad all the time. Found it, from tragedy into comedy.
Yeah, that's what they say is my therapist had been kind of talking about um, you know, the funniest comedians had a lot of tragedy. Like I forget the tragedy. Yeah, comedy comes from tragedy, and she would say that a lot in our sessions. Because I was going to her EMDR. Are you familiar?
Yeah, you use the auditory and the eye tracking to like erase PTSD stuff.
Yeah. So I was going to her. I do have a some stand up about this, but I didn't do it for the shows that we have done about me being molested when I was like 4, and it was like incredibly hard for me to get over to the like, which like, you know, in my culture, when these things happen, you don't really talk about it. You don't really like, you know, so I had all this just, I don't know, I was just really messed up over it. And so I was like, I'm just gonna just not think about it like everyone says. And then I had my daughter, and then I was like, how am I going to be a great mom to her if I'm so messed up inside?
Correct.
How? And so I was motivated to go to therapy and see this trauma therapist. And we started, you know, doing EMDR, and then she kept talking to me about comedy. And so I was saying the universe like coming together and saying like,
That's
hey,
awesome.
like do, you know. And so I was like, oh, that's really interesting, you know. And then it's really true. Like, cause I, you know, I think back at like comedians and like what comedians talk about. A lot of them talk about their trauma.
Yeah. And the thing about that is also, isn't cognitive behavioral therapy, which I had done 18 months of in my adult life prior to Bridget being born, is basically retraining your brain on how to kind of think or address things. It's how you kind of cognitively approach, or being aware of your emotions, being cognizant of what your triggers are and all that stuff. There's a lot about cognitive behavioral therapy. Well, in essence, isn't seeing something happening and immediately trying to like find the humor in it, is that not cognitive behavioral therapy kind of at its core? Because you're taking the not like you're immediately going to joke, like, you know,
right.
You watch somebody creamed alive by a car and you're just like, I hate to be the one to clean up that mess. Like, you're not immediately being an asshole, but you're kind of like, you know, you're like, I'm in, you know, I'm a paramedic, and you heard some of my paramedic jokes in the act. Simply put, just making fun of the fact that, one of my fears is that we're going to grow old and one of us is going to die, you know, and one of us is going to be left behind. But I said, wouldn't it be funny if we were so sick of each other at that point that we would be mad if it didn't happen? And that's where that joke was born out of, where this old man, fictional old man, is mad at me because I'm trying to save his wife's life. But that comes from her true crime obsession, where she's like, we're going to be married forever. And I'm like, are you sure? And so I turned that into a joke about a call. And now, not that exact thing happened, but I have worked a lot of calls where I'm working on the husband while the wife is standing right here, or the wife while the husband's standing right here. That's the nature of our game. But I do like what I do. I'm good at what I do. I would miss it a bit.
Would you?
A bit. Only because I'm naturally that guy. I would still hop out and help at car accidents for the rest of my life if I could do so. Even if I gave up being a paramedic, I'd still be a good Samaritan and help. It's who I am as a person. So there's nothing I can do about it. But would I be happy to be done with the career and the politics of it and
the hours, your body?
Yes. My knees, my back. Yeah. Getting in and out of the trucks just alone are starting to get a bit, lose that weight. I mean, shit. Even a skinny fucking 50-year-old climbing in and out of trucks.
From nursing, like,
right. Your body breaks down over time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
I never ask a woman their age, so I won't ask you, but I assume we're close. Maybe you're younger than me, of course, but are you?
Can't be.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
How?
Because I'm like almost 50 and you're not.
Me too.
Okay.
Almost. Okay, I'm 46.
I'm 47, older than you. Told you. Freaking told you.
I was so sure I was older than you.
Nope.
Okay.
Because I get a young face.
Oh my gosh! So when
you know why? Because the fat, the wrinkles don't form as hard because you fill them in. But if I lost weight and I look like a melting ice cream or like a raisin or some shit, then you'd be like, oh my God, he's easily like close to 50. But I still have these apples, right? These apple cheeks. And I still have like no real, I don't smoke, or if I had smoked, I covered it with the mustache. So I'm just blessed with a little bit of a younger face. That's it.
Wait, what year did you graduate from high school?
96.
You really are. Okay. I was going to say maybe we were still in the same.
No.
Yeah, I'm 97. All right.
Class of 97. Where'd you go to school? I mean, where, stateside?
So, yeah, well, I went to school here for high school at Stratford in Goose Creek for 1 year.
Okay.
And then my parents split up, and I finished high school out in California.
Okay. So were you born and raised in the Philippines?
Yeah. No. I was born in Connecticut.
Okay.
My dad was in the Navy.
Yeah, you do mention that.
Yeah. My dad was in the Navy, and my mom was a nurse.
Okay. So the family business. I tell her all the time, my daughter goes, when I'm a paramedic, I said, don't you say that. Don't you say that. I think my son even said it for a time too. I'm like, I swear to God, dude.
I know. I don't want her to do like doctor anything. I'm like, no, have fun with your life.
Right. It's like, just live a life. Have fun.
Dude, it'll be fine.
For God's sake. Anyway, I love these chips.
Yes. I'm glad you like them. I didn't know it would be your first time.
I find that you and I work for similar promotions as of late. Are you finding it easier or harder to get booked in this town than it should be?
Well, I just started, really,
Yeah.
I've only been, which some people find odd.
Well, no, but I mean, you being back, you might have come back, God, like 3 months before I came back. I mean, you might have started 3 months before I came back.
Yeah. And so, what I started like doing tech comedy. Because
Yes.
I found that as like I didn't know. I was like, let me just like open for this thing.
Yeah.
And so I did a tech event on Wednesday for the Harbor Entrepreneur Center. So I do, events like that. So I booked like a show for a tech company, like a private. They have their like in-person like events that they have. Yeah. So like I, do those things on my own, which is outside of what I think you're talking about, like the, actual like comedy
actual
show.
stand-up
Yeah.
shows,
I don't know. I mean, I seem to be booking okay. There's certain shows that maybe I would get my feelings hurt, like I'm not invited to or something.
Yeah.
I feel that way, but also I know that my style of comedy might not be for everyone.
And mine feels like it should be, but I think at a certain point, my gray hair or something, it's just like I'm getting lumped in with like, oh, another guy talking about his prostate or something like. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Wait, are you feeling that way?
Oh yeah, I have a tough time getting gigs.
Stop.
I'm telling you.
I thought okay, that's weird.
I know, right?
Okay, so then I don't feel bad.
You shouldn't.
I don't feel bad because I was getting really hurt. I was like, why? But then, I'm old.
As
and,
am I. Older than you.
I talk about mom stuff, by what year, and I get it. I don't tell dick jokes, and that's like common.
I don't either. I mean, why talk about what you don't got?
But I'm not everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know, because I thought about that. I was like, the face of comedy is changing. And you can get canceled for things that you say. But like a lot of humor is being real political or real.
Yeah.
How to explain it? I don't know. Like awkward humor. Like people are talking about how awkward they are.
Oh yeah, that's really popular.
It's really popular right now. And so like for me, I can do that with the best of them. I'm a middle-aged father of an adult and a child. With a wife, I know awkward. My whole world is not in my control.
Yeah.
Like, kid me, I live in the awkward. But they don't want to hear it coming from somebody who has experience, I guess, or something. They want to hear somebody new figuring out the world is awkward. I don't know what the selling point is.
Maybe just like here. But I think in the broader, like outside of here,
Yeah.
there is an audience for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somewhere. Like
there's a place
There's, I really believe.
you know why that's
that.
happening to me, right? I just work with Julian. That kid sings.
Yeah, he's a theater kid,
all
right?
The time.
Yeah.
We sang so much during that episode. They ain't gonna get monetized at all. We're gonna violate copyrights every 30 seconds. But anyway, so how I just pissed off, Phantom of the Opera. Is that what it was, or was it Cats? Cats. Yeah, that's the song, right? Right.
What, Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
No.
Oh.
It's called Somewhere.
Oh, Somewhere.
But it's but I believe it's Cats. Yeah. Somewhere a place for us, peace and quiet and No. That's West Side Story. Is it?
I don't know.
My God, they're gonna take away my Thespian Honor Society membership troop 1288 if I freaking. It's West Side Story.
Okay.
Yeah. She's looking it up.
Oh, yay.
She's my Jamie.
We have a researcher.
You know how
yeah.
Joe Rogan's always like, look that up, Jamie.
I love this.
She's my Jamie. Thank you.
Wow. Look at you.
Thank you.
Wait, are you acting too?
I've been an actor for a long time.
Oh.
But I don't act. I don't have the ability to audition. I've been told to talk to Tony Delaquistre. I've been tossed around town just saying like you should. I've worked on sets as a medic. I've worked stunts.
Oh, yeah.
They need medics for like stunt, shots and stuff. But acting, I've been in movies, been on TV, had commercials. I've done a lot. I was the star of a Hanes Go Tagless ad. Yeah, I'll show it to you when we get done here. You'll love it. But yeah, so I had a blast. I did,
Was this before the break?
Yes.
Got it. So maybe.
But I'm not exactly, when you cast somebody, you don't need them to take up 3/4 of the screen.
Stop.
It's true though. It's true because there's think about it.
Yeah, but it depends on what character you're.
Well, that's true too. That's true
saying?
too. But I mean, The Whale was already shot. Brendan Fraser already collected the Oscar. So, like for case in point, in Dumb and Dumber 2, Dumb and Dumber, was it 2? Yeah. Jim Carrey would have to sit ahead of Jeff Daniels so that their head sizes matched. Because Jeff Daniels has a considerably larger head than Jim Carrey. So aesthetics have to take a place.
I don't care, no.
And so you're going to put me next to your action star is going to make him look like he's a child. And they're not interested in that.
Well, maybe it's a movie that's about that.
Yeah, like I said, The Whale. I sit in a chair. My daughter and I have a strained relationship. Maybe. The Whale 2. Brendan Fraser's moved on. He doesn't need the sequel. Remember back in the 80s when all sequels were just made with different people and we were okay with that? Or they would find the one person, like they would bring over one person to make a sequel and it'd be like, why have we built a whole entire movie around Meshack Taylor's character from Mannequin 1? Like he was ever the draw. Mannequin 2, 100% total different cast except for Hollywood.
Yes.
It's like, that's not the way that's going to go.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Speed, they did that with Speed.
Yeah, Speed, Sandra Bullock.
And
got
then
rid
that
of
other
everybody
guy.
else.
It was a different guy.
Yeah, Jason Patrick. Yeah, from Lost Boys.
Never watched it. So sorry.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they used to do that. Like it was always sequels could have anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, they had Teen Wolf 2 with Jason Bateman as the boxing werewolf, right? And so his uncle stops by to say hi, which just happens to be Michael J. Fox character's dad.
I did not realize that.
They just like have this thin thread, but they make this whole entire sequel.
Oh, I didn't.
Like they cash in on the IP, but they don't realize that like nobody was watching it for like a costume.
Yeah.
They were watching it for a character.
Yeah.
So yeah, sequels used to be funny like that. You used to just totally.
Yeah.
That would be like if you had Back to the Future and they're like, we're thinking of a sequel. It's going to be Biff and his auto detailing business. That's the way they used to do stuff in the 80s. Be like, I don't think this is going to work. Like they did Next Karate Kid. Love Hilary Swank. She went on to do very good things. But you just have Mr. Miyagi and then a whole entire whole other world.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to work now, is it?
And then they did that. Then they went back to their original formula. Is that right? Or no?
No, here with Cobra Kai, they went and recognized Cobra Kai is a sequel series
Okay.
that is directly from like part 1. And then they brought in elements of part 2 and elements of part 3.
Okay.
But I don't think they ever addressed 4. I don't think Hilary Swank made an appearance in that television show.
Okay. But did they? Okay. I'm getting so confused by the universe. And you're wearing the shirt, so we have to talk about it.
Yes.
They also came out with a movie, though.
Oh, this recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what's the thread with that?
So the thread is the original Karate Kid storyline with Daniel and the remake or the other Karate Kid with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan.
So they
put those two together.
It's a different.
Oh no, it's the two universes.
Oh, okay.
Come together.
Oh,
but it's a new kid because I guess Jaden Smith's not. I think he makes a cameo in it, but he's not the little kid in this one. He's a grown man now.
Okay.
So they're helping out this other little kid who's getting bullied. Wow, that storyline's crazy. We've been able to do that thing for 41 years.
Yeah.
Kids get bullied. Like, this is crazy. But I guess some truths just are so universal. Like, it's so wild. Like, kid gets bullied. Kid learns karate. Kid comes back, kicks bully's ass.
Yeah.
And they're like, crazy, but it just might work. Well, it's worked 17 times before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember watching that Karate Kid and like watching it over and over and over again. But then as an adult, I'm like, they just like let these kids like beat on each other.
I know, right? When you go back to 80s movies, it's kind of suspect because you're just like, okay, think about this. Elliot called his brother penis breath in the opening minutes of E.T.
Really?
Yes. Nobody thinks about that, okay? Like,
wow.
Yeah, the opening minutes. Think about E.T.'s drinking beer in what in essence became a kid classic. Think about Monster Squad. Monster Squad, the bully is picking on Horace and calls him the F word, the derogatory gay term, right in the opening 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh my god.
And it was just like, oh, well, that's just okay.
Yeah.
But when we were kids, it just was the way everybody talked.
Yeah,
so nobody thought any different.
Yeah.
But you look at it now and it's like, wow, what a bunch of assholes. What a bunch of little bastards. Yeah. Like every single person in this movie, even the hero deserves to get kicked down a flight of stairs. Like, what the hell? Like, these are terrible kids. But anyway, we'll take it back to something nice and we'll end on that note. And then we can sit here and talk for a little bit more and let the girls play. But we've touched on a lot of subjects, but one thing that I don't think we discussed enough is just how far you're going to go in this. I think you're one to watch, just in comedy, just in acting. I think you're one of the people in Charleston to pay attention to, honestly. Honestly, seriously, I really do. Your social media, your stage presence. I just don't, I think if I'm going to tell my listeners and my viewer, I have one, they're out there, viewers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's not a woman, it's a guy, sir. If there's one thing I know is just like I said, by watching you these couple of times and looking so forward to you on this third gig we share together in such a quick, short time is like, yeah, I was talking about you the other night at a Red Rusty Bull. I was there with Apples and we were talking about you. And I think honestly, you're one to definitely keep an eye on. I think you're going to do good things. And who knows where it's going to go.
Yeah.
If it's going to be the acting side, if it's going to be the comedy side, but I'm just as curious as anybody should be. So please, Imee Cuison on Instagram, follow her, like pay attention because it's going to be so cool. I think you are just going to be, because we're due for one. We've had some pretty popular guys in the scene, but the girls not yet.
Yeah.
But we're due for a really funny female or a really hot commodity out of here. And I think you're going to be it. I really do. I swear to God. Swear to God. I'm not, I have no reason to kiss your butt. I just met you.
And
besides, you said no, and you say only one person can kiss your butt, and that's Jesus. Yeah, something like that. So
something
anyway.
like that.
So thank you so much for hanging with me. Everybody, please, this is Imee Cuison, and like I said, follow her, and I am going to get out of here, enjoy some more shrimp chips. We started it. I was so good at it when we first started.
I messed it up.
Yes, you did.
Shrimp chips.
I like the shrimp chips. So yeah, we're going to get on out of here. We're going to hang, but you got to go. So bye. Hey, everyone. Would you like to be one of those photos you saw in the frame behind me on the show? Or one of these names that is scrolling up the screen right now? Maybe you'd like to listen to a weekly bonus podcast with me and my daughter. Or another weekly bonus podcast with my wife and I. Well, you'll find all of this and more at patreon.com/Snackin Yakkin. Memberships start at just $5, and every penny helps all of these shows go, go, go. So thank you in advance for your support. And now, click one of these 2 videos here. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we are so far from done doing some